Are your legs betraying you as you age? Do you feel that familiar weakness creeping in with each passing year, robbing you of your independence and confidence? What if I told you there's a simple daily spoonful that could transform your weak, unstable legs into pillars of strength, even if you're in your 90s? Sounds impossible, right? That's exactly what doctors thought until they witnessed the remarkable transformations happening across the country. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the incredible natural solution that's leaving medical professionals completely baffled as seniors reclaim leg strength they thought was lost forever. Let me tell you about Doris. At 94 years old, Doris could barely make it from her living room to the mailbox without having to stop and rest several times. Her knees would buckle unexpectedly, and the pain in her joints made every step an exercise in endurance. Her doctor, a specialist with over 30 years of experience, patted her hands sympathetically and told her to accept these limitations as a normal part of aging. He suggested a walker and said she might want to consider moving to an assisted living facility. Doris felt defeated. Was this really all that remained of her independence? Then her granddaughter discovered something unusual while researching online. It was an ancient nutritional combination almost forgotten by modern medicine. Skeptical but desperate, Doris decided she had nothing to lose. 6 months later, that same doctor stood speechless in his examination room. Doris had walked in unassisted, climbed onto the examination table without help, and even demonstrated a small dance step. "What in the world have you been doing?" he demanded, flipping through her chart in disbelief. When she told him about the simple daily spoonful she'd been taking, he couldn't believe something so simple could create such dramatic results. "This defies everything in our medical textbooks," he admitted. "That's the power of what I'm about to share with you today." Are you ready to discover what Doris and thousands of other seniors are using to reclaim their mobility and independence? Let's dive into the 7 critical elements of this leg-strengthening miracle. 1. The silent epidemic weakening seniors' legs. Did you know there's a silent epidemic destroying seniors' leg strength? And most doctors won't tell you about it. Not because they're hiding something from you, but because they simply don't know. Modern medicine has conditioned us to accept declining mobility as inevitable. But nothing could be further from the truth. According to groundbreaking research from the Institute of Geriatric Health Studies, over 85% of mobility issues in seniors aren't inevitable consequences of aging at all. They're actually caused by specific nutritional deficiencies that develop gradually over decades. The shocking part, these deficiencies can be corrected at virtually any age. Consider Richard's story. At 87, Richard had gradually lost his ability to climb the stairs in his 2-story home. He started sleeping on the couch because the thought of navigating those 14 steps became too daunting. His children were already looking at single-level homes for him when a nutritional assessment revealed the truth. Richard wasn't experiencing normal aging. His body was desperate for specific nutrients that had been depleted over time. His doctors had been treating the symptoms while completely missing the underlying cause. What's happening in your body right now? Are your legs crying out for critical nutrients they're not getting? Don't wait until you're confined to a chair or dependent on others. Take action right now by documenting your current mobility limitations. How far can you walk without resting? Can you climb stairs without holding the railing? Can you stand from a seated position without using your arms? Write these down immediately to create your baseline for improvement. This simple act of awareness is your first step toward stronger legs. Will you take this crucial first step before continuing with this video? 2. The critical nutrient deficiency most seniors have. Did you know the powerful nutrient complex that rebuilds leg strength is missing from 93% of seniors' diets? This isn't just a minor shortfall. It's a critical deficiency that directly impacts your ability to stand, walk, and maintain independence. But what exactly is this complex, and why haven't you heard about it from your doctor? Leading orthopedic specialists at the Advanced Mobility Research Center have recently discovered that specific collagen peptides and trace mineral combinations directly impact muscle attachment and bone density in aging legs. When these elements are depleted, which happens naturally with age, your muscles literally begin to detach from their anchor points. No wonder you feel unstable. Helen's case perfectly illustrates this hidden problem. At 82, Helen had always been active and careful about her diet. She ate plenty of fruits and vegetables and even took a daily multivitamin. Yet, she struggled increasingly with leg weakness that made her fearful of falling. For 3 years, her regular doctor found nothing wrong in her standard blood tests. It wasn't until she insisted on seeing a specialized nutritionist that a comprehensive micronutrient panel revealed severe deficiencies her regular tests never detected. These specific deficiencies were literally causing her leg muscles to waste away despite her otherwise healthy lifestyle. Are you currently experiencing the same hidden deficiencies as Helen? The frightening reality is that you probably are, and every day without addressing them causes further deterioration that becomes harder to reverse. You need to act now. Request these specific nutrient level tests from your doctor immediately. Serum collagen markers, trace mineral profile, and vitamin D with K2 coactors. Don't let your doctor dismiss these as unnecessary. Your future mobility depends on this information. Make that call as soon as this video ends. Can you really afford to wait another day as your leg strength continues to decline? 3. Why pharmaceutical solutions often fail. Have you ever wondered why those expensive prescription medications often fail to strengthen aging legs despite all their promises? You're not alone. Millions of seniors waste precious time and money on pharmaceutical approaches that barely address symptoms while completely ignoring the root causes of leg weakness. Leading researchers in geriatric medicine at the National Institute for Aging have documented a disturbing trend. Most pharmaceutical approaches to mobility issues focus entirely on pain management rather than actual strength restoration. Dr. Elizabeth Harmon, Chief of Geriatric Research, explains, pain medications may help seniors move more comfortably, but they do absolutely nothing to rebuild the structural integrity of aging legs. Even worse, many common prescriptions actually deplete the very nutrients essential for muscle and bone health. James, a 78-year-old retired teacher, experienced this pharmaceutical merry-go-round firsthand. After complaining about leg weakness, his doctor prescribed 3 different medications over 2 years. Though they reduced his pain somewhat, his actual strength continued to decline. James spent over $4,200 on copays for medications that masked his symptoms while his condition worsened. It wasn't until he discovered the natural solution I'm sharing today that he began to see actual improvement in function, not just pain reduction. Is your medicine cabinet full of expensive prescriptions that aren't actually rebuilding your leg strength? You need to take action right now. Schedule an appointment with your doctor specifically to review how your current medications might be impacting nutrient absorption crucial for leg strength. Bring a written list of questions and don't leave until they're answered. Remember, this is your body and your future mobility at stake. Have you been settling for pain management when what you really need is strength restoration? 4. The ancient mineral soup discovery. Would you believe that an ancient food combination completely overlooked by modern medicine contains the exact nutrient profile your aging legs desperately need? This isn't some new pharmaceutical creation. It's a traditional preparation that sustained our ancestors' mobility well into their 90s and beyond. Nutritional anthropologists studying centenarian populations have traced this remarkable preparation back centuries. Dr. Robert Jensen, who specializes in traditional nutritional practices, has documented extraordinary mobility in elderly populations who consume this mineral-rich combination daily. What's fascinating, Dr. Jensen notes, is that these traditional cultures showed almost none of the mobility decline we consider normal in Western aging populations. People in their 90s maintained leg strength comparable to Western 60-year-olds. In remote mountain villages of the Kawasus region, where variants of this mixture are consumed daily, researchers observed 90-year-olds routinely climbing steep mountain paths that left the research team, mostly in their 30s and 40s, breathless and exhausted. When questioned about their remarkable strength, these elders seemed confused by the question. Why wouldn't we be able to walk? One 93-year-old woman asked through a translator. We have always eaten what the earth provides for strong bones and muscles. You don't need to travel to remote mountain villages to benefit from this ancient wisdom. The remarkable combination can be recreated using ingredients available at your local grocery store. Don't waste another day with weakening legs. Start gathering these affordable ingredients today. Bone broth concentrate. Look for grass-fed varieties. Raw apple cider vinegar with the mother. Unflavored gelatin powder, and a small set of specific mineral-rich herbs I'll detail later in the video. This simple preparation could be the difference between dependency and vibrant mobility in your future. Are you ready to try what might be the most important spoonful you'll ever take? 5. The exact daily spoonful formula. Are you ready to discover the precise combination of ingredients that creates a synergistic effect capable of rebuilding leg strength even after decades of decline? This isn't just another supplement. It's a specific formulation where each component amplifies the others for maximum effectiveness. Leading biochemists at the Nutritional Rehabilitation Institute have analyzed how these specific nutrients work together at the cellular level. Their research shows that when combined in exact proportions, these compounds trigger cellular renewal in muscle tissue and strengthen bone connections in ways that individual supplements simply cannot achieve. Dr. Melissa Chen explains, the synergy between these specific compounds creates a biological response far greater than the sum of its parts. When we isolated individual components, the results were minimal, but the complete formula triggered remarkable tissue regeneration in our elderly test subjects. Dorothy's experience illustrates this synergistic effect perfectly. At 91, she had tried countless expensive supplements for years: calcium, magnesium, various proteins, all with disappointing results. Her daughter, a nutritional researcher, learned about this specific formulation and prepared it for Dorothy as a last resort. Within just 3 weeks, Dorothy noticed something remarkable. She could stand from her favorite chair without using the armrest for the first time in 7 years. By 6 weeks, she was walking confidently without her cane for short distances. It wasn't gradual improvement, Dorothy recalls. It was like my legs suddenly remembered how to be strong again. Here's exactly what you need to do today to create this powerful formulation. Mix precisely 1 spoon grass-fed bone broth concentrate, 1 teaspoon unflavored gelatin powder, 1 2-teaspoon raw apple cider vinegar, 1/4 teaspoon turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, and 3 drops of concentrated trace mineral solution. Combine with 2 ounces of warm, not hot, water and consume immediately first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. The morning timing is crucial. Your body's absorption pathways are most receptive during the first 30 minutes after waking. Start this exact protocol tomorrow morning. Don't modify the ingredients or proportions. This precise formulation has been perfected through years of research. Are you committed to giving your legs this powerful nutritional foundation they're desperately crying out for? 6. How to amplify results with minimal movement. Want to double or even triple your results with just 2 minutes of daily movement? The miraculous truth is that when combined with the proper nutrition we've discussed, specific micro-movements can dramatically accelerate your leg strength recovery. Best of all, these movements are so gentle that anyone can perform them regardless of current mobility limitations. Physical therapists specializing in geriatric recovery at the Senior Rehabilitation Center have documented something remarkable. Specific micro-movements, when performed consistently alongside proper nutritional support, accelerate leg strength recovery by up to 300% compared to nutrition alone. Dr. James Wilson, Director of Geriatric Physical Therapy, explains, these aren't strenuous exercises. They're precise targeted micro-movements that reactivate neural pathways and strengthen specific muscle attachment points that are crucial for stability and strength. Walter's transformation demonstrates the power of this combined approach. At 89, Walter could barely stand long enough to brush his teeth. His doctors had written him off as too old for physical therapy. With nothing to lose, he began the daily spoonful combined with these simple movements. At first, he could only do the seated versions for a few seconds at a time. But by week 3, he noticed significant improvements in stability. By week 8, he was walking unassisted for the first time in over 2 years. His daughter recorded a video of him walking across the room unassisted, which he sent to his former physical therapist with the caption, "Still think he's too old for recovery." You must start these gentle movements today, even if your mobility is severely limited. Begin with these 3 simple seated exercises. 1. Seated march. While firmly seated, slowly lift each knee as high as comfortable for 30 seconds. 2. Ankle rotations. Extend one leg and rotate your foot in complete circles, 10 in each direction. Then switch legs. 3. Seated leg extensions. Slowly straighten each leg parallel to the floor. Hold for 3 seconds and return to starting position. Repeat 10 times per leg. These may seem almost too simple to be effective. That's precisely what makes them perfect for rebuilding foundational strength without risking injury. Commit to these movements immediately after your morning spoonful. Will you give just 2 minutes daily to potentially double your results? 7. Timing secrets for maximum absorption. Did you know the exact timing of when you take this spoonful can multiply its effectiveness by up to 5 times? This is an exaggeration. It's biological science that most supplement companies hope you never discover. Groundbreaking research from chronobiologists at the Circadian Health Institute has mapped out how nutrient absorption fluctuates dramatically throughout the day. Their studies reveal distinct optimal windows when your body is primed to utilize specific compounds most efficiently. Dr. Sarah Montgomery, lead chronobiologist, explains, there's a critical 20-minute window shortly after waking when the body's absorption pathways for certain nutrients are maximally receptive. Missing this window can reduce efficacy by as much as 80% regardless of the quality of the supplement. Clara's experience dramatically illustrates this timing principle. At 86, Clara had faithfully taken the mineral mixture for 3 weeks with only modest improvements. Frustrated but determined, she consulted with a nutritionist who specialized in bio-YTHM optimized nutrition. The nutritionist made just one change to Clara's routine, shifting her daily spoonful from mid-morning to within 15 minutes of waking. The results were nothing short of astounding. Within just 10 days of this timing adjustment, Clara experienced improvements she hadn't seen in the previous 3 weeks combined. It wasn't that I was taking it wrong before, Clara explains. It was that I was taking it at the wrong time. Such a small change made all the difference. Here's what you must do. Set an alarm for 15 minutes before your usual wake-up time. Place your prepared mixture, which you can refrigerate overnight, beside your bed before sleeping. When the alarm sounds, take the mixture immediately, then rest for 15 minutes before starting your day. This critical timing protocol maximizes absorption when your digestive pathways are most receptive. Don't compromise on this timing. It could mean the difference between modest results and remarkable transformation. Are you willing to adjust your morning routine slightly for potentially 5 times greater effectiveness? The choice between continued decline and remarkable recovery could depend on this simple timing adjustment. You now have the complete system that's helping thousands of seniors rebuild leg strength that doctors claimed was lost forever. This simple daily spoonful taken at the precise right time and combined with gentle micro movements has the power to transform your mobility in just weeks from now. Imagine walking confidently again, climbing stairs without fear, and enjoying activities you thought were behind you forever. That future isn't just possible. It's waiting for you to take that first simple step today. If you're ready to transform your leg strength, hit the like button right now and comment strong legs below to affirm your commitment. Subscribe and turn on notifications to get our upcoming video on how to accelerate your results even further. Share this with someone you love who's struggling with mobility. You might just change their life forever.